So I'm going to be doing a lot of Tower of God reviews, and I'm not going to be doing any. If I'm going to be talking about anything, it's probably going to be any commercials, right? I'm not going to be speculating too much on this stuff. Right, I'm going to be talking about a lot of. I'll say this. I am not sure. I'm very skeptical of trying to play this game. Of trying to, sure, it might have been, maybe it seems like they're trying to play the game of trying to just remove me from Facebook. Period. That's how I interpret it. Like, because I'm causing too much disruption in i5, right? Right. I'm under that impression, so I'm not really sure I really want to post anything like that. Now, comments wise, I'm okay with that. Just post some insights. Probably not going to Reddit. That's not the best place to do that. So, yeah. Is Error still around? I don't know. What I do know, from what I understand about this organization, is that they're all equally balanced. They're all used for different tactical purposes. There is no I'm the worst, right? This is all for this story, this is kind of just all bullshit. She's the worst if she succeeds, right? She's the worst under certain conditions. She's the worst, and when she says she's the worst, she's talking about King Solomon. She's the worst because she's the one that's most likely useful power to take him down. Because they already knew there's a chance they get captured, right? She's not talking about in general. She's talking about for King Solomon, she's the worst. Because she's a chick and she can seduce him to making an error. They're not actually talking about they're not talking about in terms of general power. They're talking about for King Solomon, she's the worst. This is a riddle. So I'll show you this.
The hottest tech companies are desperate to hire.
Maybe. No one's really hiring right now.
Is it, or that she herself was Eros, but in the form of a beautiful woman.
Right.
There is
So
also an idea that
there's no interpretation. This is 3D chess, right?
Despite the ring of Archangel Michael,
so these are all this is all 3D chess. So I'll show you how this works.
In this installment of the
Here, I'll put the ad block on because I don't really care anymore.
Put to the test as he faces off against not one, not two.
Because I'm never gonna buy any of this stuff. You offer me a product like I care about, like give me some books I can get at IT someday. I might actually care.
Unlike his most recent encounters with the demon Asmodeus, open star cluster in the northwest constellation of Taurus, which also has the name Seven Sisters. God actually makes reference to Pleiades in the book of Job, where he chastises Job.
You're wondering why the Pleiades are the biggest one out of the 19 star seeds? It's because they're the ones most mentioned in any biblical references. Right? You don't ever hear the other 18 mentioned whatsoever. So they're basically a monopoly, right? Like they're the modern day Microsoft monopoly. Because they're still around, right? They're still around, right? They're not dead. Right. Like, look at Neander. She apparently made some alliance with some weird-ass entity star cluster, right? Like, look at her trailer video. Right? I guess she's not denying it. Made some creepy alliance, just wants to kill you now. I really don't give a fuck. This YouTuber lives, like, where? Some continent away in some, like, Buchenstadt? I don't fucking care. Ooh, scary. I don't care. I'm not paid enough to care. I'm out soon. Oh, look at that. It's a VTuber concert, you guys. Oh, look at that. sunglasses. But our point is, so how do you get your soul immortalized in the stars? You use an affirmation called "I am God," and that has to be your first one. That's one of the conditions. No, I'm serious. There's a cheat code for this type of stuff. If that's your first affirmation you ever sang and it actually works, there you go. You're a star cluster. Look at that. You see that profile pic? It's got a bunch of star clusters here. You actually can do that. The affirmations are pretty dangerous, actually. It depends on the conditions. Right, so what ends up happening is your brain, which sends electromagnetic waves, basically travels to one of the stars, and it basically pings back like an internet connection. And it just shows a bunch of star clusters. So like, that's why I said when you die, right, the wave sends out. And it basically, you get that's why it's called immortalizing stars. The wave, which is your soul, which is an internet packet, travels to the nearest star system, right? And when it twinkles, that means you more or less own that IP address. Yeah, that's how you do it. Now, would anyone be playing about me? I'm not going to fucking care. You know what I'm going to say? Oh, hell yeah, you go, girl. Meanwhile, I'm like, I don't fucking care what she does with her personal life. She wants to go die in a booze somewhere. I don't fucking care. If she wants to go shank some guys, do I look like I give a fuck? Look at these fans. You're so happy. Well, I don't really care. I'm so happy. Look at that. This is incredible. I'm living. I especially love the smaller touches. Like girls, actors, so everything is just really well done. I've always known people are dark. Do I care? I'm not paid enough to care. I'm not paid anything to do any of this right now. Right? I'm not changing my mind. I'm an advertising company. I'm friendly with all corporations. I don't care if Zuckerberg's one of the biggest dumbasses ever. Can I get any money from you, Zuckerberg? Right? You're an SJW. You got to think about your money. You don't question what your client's personal decisions are. Just take your cash and leave. I'm a guy with a cheddar. I don't really care. Personal relationships? I don't fucking know. I'm broke. What personal relationship, right? This is the past, right? I come from the past, right? And just listen to this music. I don't know. I can do this for a while. I think this might actually be a lot better. Probably not going to. Let's go look up. Yeah, I'm gonna alternate. I'll think about this as I go along, but I'm definitely not doing the YouTube videos for a while. Not for if at all on this topic. I'd rather just play it safe. Because if Zuckerberg's a dumbass, aren't the others the same? Because weren't they all for the same stance for censorship? It's pretty. I have to be really cautious because I have no money, right? I'm talking about how a lot of the how we need to switch payment models, right? And this is related to the payment model system. I'm talking about how the fact that a lot of the advertisers aren't really making any cash. Right, and I'm saying they need to go copywriting. Now, well, I'm going to tell you something. Censorship saved them because a lot of the advertisers removed themselves, so they had extra money in the budget. Right? So they can pursue other operations that actually made cash. So the YouTubers were still making less money, but the companies were saved. It delayed the collapse of YouTube because people were distracted from what the actual cause was, which is the fact that there's no money made spamming any of these adverts on YouTube. Yeah, I don't really want to talk. I'm not paid, right? I need to go into a field that pays me money. I either become a general contractor or something. It doesn't matter if I fib. I don't even know. Like, I have to go do something else. Yeah, it's just I don't really I literally don't care.